Government ready to deliver the 2023 estimates of revenue and expenditure. We'll have details of this story and more in the national report.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
With the details to the news for Tuesday, 29th November 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, will deliver his maiden budget speech on Monday, December 5th at the Houses of Parliament building at Mount Welldale. The presentation, which is centered on the theme Vision 2035, People-Centered Transformation, Laying the Foundation for Resilience, Empowerment and Growth, will begin at 10 a.m. It will be carried on GIS Channel 22, the GIS Facebook page, and YouTube channel. Prime Minister Mitchell has spoken extensively on government's pillars of transformation, which includes education, health, and the creative economy. Next Monday's presentation of estimates of revenue and expenditure will reflect government's vision for these sectors and outline its plans for moving Grenada forward. The public is invited to tune in to the live broadcast. Financial institutions are now formulating strategies to guide and encourage proper pension management and investment, as government recently made the first retroactive payment, with the second to be made this week. The Grenada Cooperative Bank is one such institution with a plan to discuss safe options for investments, proper management of funds, among others, with pension beneficiaries. On Monday, representatives of Co-op Bank appeared on the Grenada Broadcasting Network's Beyond the Headlines program as pension payments continue to be a topic of interest. Grenada Cooperative Bank's Chief Experience Officer, Wavon Granger, said the payment of pension holds significant benefits for the local economy. He explained that the circulation of money is always good for the economy.
The use of the funds can be utilized for investment purposes, which further contribute to circulation in terms of spin-off, right? Because I often say monies in the bank vault is not necessarily valuable. When you exchange it for something, that's when value comes in, right?
Right.
So the circulation of money in an economy is always good for the economy. We have to manage the consumerism, which is key from an individual perspective. But even if you have the consumerism, that means money is spent in a supermarket or at a company who now generates revenue that can do further investment. They can grow their business, employ persons further. So the circulation of money, the inward flow of capital is always good for a country and its economy.
Executive Manager of Wealth Management and Financial Services, Alana Joseph, outlined the upcoming program that will target pension recipients.
As a pension recipient, you have now received, you have two benefits before you. You have a lump sum payment, and let's consider that an extraordinary gain. So how can you make those extraordinary funds work for you? How can you grow them? That's what you would have to consider, as I said, your assets, your liabilities. Do you intend to leave a legacy? For whom? How much? All those things we have to have a conversation about, and then we can look at how you can utilize the lump sum payments, whether it's by investments, whether it's paying off debts that you have, whether it's giving assistance to certain family members or beneficiaries. We look at all your needs and then put that into perspective.
Over $70 million is earmarked to be paid out to more than 500 eligible retirees by the end of November. Hillsborough Government School becomes the first primary school in Carriacou to be outfitted with a computer lab. On Monday, representatives of GrenVet handed over the lab to the institution, furnished with 20 desktop computers, 1 printer, 1 projector, and 1 external storage drive. This is the organization's 7th laboratory handed over to an education institution. Founder of GrenVet, Dr. Heather Douglas, said the intention of the program is to improve students' access to technology and enhance the overall teaching and learning within schools.
Our goal with the program is to be able to give you, the kids here, the opportunity to have technology and to look a little bit further and make it a little easier for you to gain access to technology and learn at your own pace, and it will help your teachers as well. So thank you again very much, and we will do our best to continue giving back to the community.
District 1 Education Officer Rosalina Lendor expressed appreciation to the organization for its timely donation. She explained that the lab was commissioned at the Hillsborough Government School because of its central location and availability to other schools and individuals for programs and developmental sessions.
I can recall when Mr. Campbell called to find out which school in Carriacou would need this facility most. And we identify Hillsborough Government School because we're thinking giving a gift to Hillsborough Government School, it is giving a gift to the islands of Carriacou and Pittimatnik and to the entire District 1 community. Because the school is central, many educational training takes place here. It is the central place where the teachers and the children and many afternoon classes and all of that is held. So we thought it was most fitting to be placed here. Take care of it. Remember, it must remain on that desk. Nothing should be removed. So remember, you are all responsible for taking care of every piece that is on that desk. The mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, everything.
Supporter of GrenVet, Byron Campbell, said so far over $250,000 has been spent on computers and accessories for the labs. He highlighted the importance of becoming computer literate at a young age and the benefits for the economy.
By receiving a computer literacy foundation at this level, it prepares our young people for what's to come. Every workplace, regardless, whether it's in sports, health, education, wherever you go into the future, in any workplace at all, construction, anywhere, computer systems will play a role. Employers will want to know what is your level of computer literacy, because they know computer literacy will add to greater productivity and efficiency. So every workplace, every student in Grenada having that edge will give them an opportunity. So I'm really pleased to be associated with this lab. It's modern, it's new, and we're really thankful to GrenVet for providing this ongoing support to our young people.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The Division of Culture within the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture presents its end-of-year concert, showcasing talents from various schools and community groups. Join us at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 30th at the Grenada Trade Center to experience cultural expressions through the art of dance, music, choral speaking and so much more. Admission $5, children, adults 10. Support the future of culture at the Division of Culture's end-of-year concert, a concert showcasing the best of Grenada's emerging talents. See you there.
Welcome back. Grenada received commission documents from the Kingdom of the Netherlands signaling the installation of a new diplomatic representative of that country to our tri-island state. On Tuesday, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, Honorable Joseph Andal, accepted the documents from Mrs. Afibento de Vega during a visit at his office at the Botanical Gardens. Minister Andal explained the significance of this activity.
As you may know, Grenada and the Kingdom of the Netherlands established diplomatic relations way back in 1974, in fact, just maybe a couple of weeks after we attained our independence. And the Netherlands maintains a diplomatic presence in Grenada through an honorary council. So whenever there is a new honorary council, that person has to present what we call commission documents. That document is normally presented to the minister responsible for foreign affairs of Grenada. So this morning we are very happy to have Mrs. Afi Ventur de Vega present her document of commission, which I accepted. And in return, I had to give her something that is called an exequatur, which really is a document signifying the agreement of the government of Grenada to accept Mrs. Afi Ventur de Vega as the diplomatic representative of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in Grenada.
The Foreign Affairs Minister notes Grenada's interest in improving diplomatic ties with the government and people of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. This was also discussed during Tuesday's short presentation meeting.
The Honorary Council and I, we spoke briefly afterwards. Through the European Union, Grenada has benefited over the years from contributions of the Netherlands, or Holland as it is more popularly known. We discussed the possibilities of deepening those relations at the bilateral level. We looked at the area of cooperation in climate change, and we believe that this is an area that can be of mutual benefit to both countries.
Finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture is moving towards strengthening the operations of the school feeding program by increasing the supply of local poultry. This project, which is an output of the rapid chain assessment services of selected value chains linked to the school feeding program in Grenada, is a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Agriculture, the Marketing and National Importing Board, the Ministry of Education, and the Food and Agriculture Organization. The initiative began with a workshop on food value chain with a focus on local poultry for farmers and other stakeholders at the National Stadium on Monday. In 2021, the FAO initiated and implemented several activities to support the school feeding program in Grenada, but due to unexpected challenges, work was placed on hold. Under this new revitalized approach, local poultry has been identified as the main commodity. Recommendations will be given for procurement modalities for implementation and scaling up, and a guide will be developed for farmers supplying local poultry. Quality Assurance Manager at MNIB and Project Coordinator Raquel Peters says MNIB is responsible for supporting, procuring, and finding markets for local poultry.
To raise awareness of the poultry value chain actors to the school feeding program as a potential community market. 2, to identify the major challenges, constraints, best practices and successes of the poultry farmers and their potential to be linked to the school feeding market. Number 3, to understand the value chain, and its functions with emphasis on the school feeding program as a public market. And number 4, to identify potential procurement options specific to the school feeding market and its requirements.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Aaron Francois, said the project will benefit not only students, but Grenada's economy.
Poultry is one of the most highly consumed protein in Grenada. Almost everybody eats chicken, as we call it. Yeah? As a result, Grenada loses significant foreign exchange for purchasing poultry from outside. If we allow this $30 million plus to remain on island, what a difference it would make. But not only that, think about the impact on our school children, on the school feeding program, the enhanced nutrition. Because we know that a lot of the poultry that we import, they are aged poultry.
Food Aid Coordinator of the Ministry of Education School Feeding Program, Lindy Ann Francis, explained that local chicken is used in only 10 of the schools on island. She welcomes the collaboration in improving that number and meeting the objective of providing healthy and nutritious poultry towards the program.
There is no argument that long-term advantages, both economically and health-wise, for using local meat, that it far outweighs our perceived gain that can be put forward for using imported meat. In the past, efforts to increase the use of local chicken in the program has been a great challenge. While we are nowhere close to the volume of local chicken we would desire to use in the program, it must be noted that most schools at present use local chicken than we have used in the past.
That story has brought us to the end of the National Report for today, Tuesday, November 29th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Kristen Mitchell, saying thank you for joining us.